our respective team tonight. For the Wildcats, it's going to be Atsoca, Fluckerton, and Rage32. Also, apologies in advance if I butcher your name. Feel free to correct me in the chat because Captain is always capping. Let's see who we got next on the other side of the pitch to be taking on the Wildcats. And for the Nighthawks varsity team, it will be Altar, Magic, and Fizzy U.
Fizzy U, yes sir, yes sir. This is the Nighthawks squad. Staring down the barrel of a 5-0 season, a perfect regular season, folks. It was a 3-0 against the Niner Esports A squad to start that one off. Everything after that was 3-1 or 3-2 victories. KSU Bronze, ERAU, there's the Eagle squad, ECU Purple, Florida Tech. Now, the Wayne State College Wildcats, a little bit of a different story, 2-3 as of right now, so the writing is on the wall for a quicker series, but this will be the Wayne State Wildcats, so you're looking to make that a non-issue.
Well, let's see how things will begin, as it will be the Nighthawks varsity to attempt to strike first on the offense, but the defense from the Wildcats holds strong as now they look to try and come through with the counterattack.
Answering attacks, answering offense with offense. Shot over to the side. Fizzy tries to get to this one. This is going to pop this way up as Ultors now have to get us on a shot on themselves. That's a bouncing ball, and that's a goal number 1 for Wayne State, the Wayne State Wildcats. Something else to notice here, right? Looking all across our team sheets and whatnot. Nighthawks squad, Nighthawks varsity squad, made up entirely of freshmen. 1, 2, 3, all freshmen here. Ulter is what this is saying here, but yes, all freshmen for all the players we have information for.
Well, here we go. The Nighthawks able to tie things up quickly off of the give and go. Nice little pass coming from Altor out from the corner as they're able to find Fizzy U just right there in the perfect spot.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Quickly answered right here. We just came off the back of a game that there really did not seem to be very many non-tied situations. We are right back with it. We are familiar with it at this point.
Yep, that we are. Altor now going to be able to take control. Has a little boost to work with. Looks for the back pass to Fizzy U, but an unfortunate miscalculation there. We'll send this one up high back towards the mid. As now the follow-up touch will come out from the corner. Once again, trying to get the pass play going, but the Wildcats will send this one back towards mid.
I believe that's Magic here with the black box O-T-H-U, black box T, not 100%. We have Fizzy, we have Alter. I believe this is Magic here on the roster. Wow, crazy wall pinch there from Alter. Now, this is going up. Oh, Fizzy! Oh, it's going to be sent away left right there, and otherwise open net situation squandered there for the Nighthawks varsity squad.
Yeah, but now you got Atsoca, who's trying to take control here, and now is able to come through with 100 boost as this pass will go towards the mid for Altor, looking to follow it up with the second touch, and it will go on and in.
Wow, this is just proof that they do not have to be incredibly flashy, fast, and in your face. They just have to be technical sometimes, and Nighthawks swoop down for their second and the first lead for them in this best-of-5 series.
Yep, not even 2 minutes gone. 3 goals have been scored, and now looking for a fourth. You can see trying to play the mind games. Fluke nearly able to get that one to go, but Fizzy U not falling for the mind trickery.
Shot off the wall right here. That's a nice hit, and then a pass to Altor. Rage tries to get to it, now is way far away from his squad. Nobody on the Nighthawks varsity squad pouncing on this, though. Prey is in their path, and they just choose a way of pacifism, I suppose. I don't know. Everything was set up right there, and they just don't go for it.
Yep, it is unfortunate. Maybe a possible lack of communication on the side of the Wildcats, as now it looks like the comms are good, as that shot was on target. Luckily for the Nighthawks, they had 2 defenders at the ready to get the save and clear that one out. And you know what? I think it's the Nighthawks varsity defense that is stepping up big in a major way, resulting in 2 back-to-back demolitions. If you can't get past the defenders, you just got to take them out.
Yeah, and with this big sweeping ball as well, that was a double up on the defense, but that was enough time for both of those members to cut corners, pick up big boosts, and get something going with their defensive stance. Still here and still not able to bring this out. Wayne State, pretty solid shot on. No follow-up, though, as Fizzy comes across with the defensive stance there, Captain.
Oh, yeah, I'm entirely surprised that they hadn't scored by now. I mean, my goodness, shot after shot being denied, and I have no idea how it's occurring. I mean, after that double demolition, I mean, you would think that the ball would have gone in at this point. I mean, if that were I that managed to pull off those demolitions and my team didn't score, I would be a little irritated.
Yeah, like playing the kind of what the I guess in hockey, it'd be like the goon position, the enforcer position, something like this, and then your teammate's not getting it done off the back of your physical play. It'd definitely be a little more irritating, but still, as it remains, a 2-1 lead here for this Nova squad. Fizzy over to Alter with a redirect, and that's going to be a 3-1 now after this is just perfectly drawn up and executed there, Cap.
Yeah, look how pretty this is. Fizzy U just with the QB pass all the way downfield, and Ultor there going for the cherry pick to just redirect that one in, and nobody was home. They couldn't transition in time from offense back to defense, and that's going to lead to a Nighthawks now 2-goal comfort cushion.
Yeah, and with a minute to go here, I mean, we just saw a three-score comeback. That was different teams, though. Chargers and the Huskies doing a match that went all the way down to a 4th game OT. 3 of those 4 games going OT, I should say.
And now the Wildcats trying to pull off another miraculous comeback. I don't know if we're going to see 2 of those in one night. You know, I felt like that moment was spent again for the Chargers in the previous series. Again, to see 2 of those happen in one night again, I don't think the odds are in our favor.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It was unlikely comeback and just got way more unlikely after Magic. I believe this puts in the 4th for the side of the Nighthawks varsity squad. We're just 13 seconds away from game number 2.
And just to reiterate here, or just by all means, let me know if I'm right. You said the entire Nighthawks varsity are all freshmen?
Yes, sir. At least that's the information that we have. That is, of course, under no information for Ultor, but Magic, Fizzy, and TK. This could be TK, I suppose. All freshmen there for the community college out of Northern Virginia.
That is absolutely a really good attribute to have, especially for if you're on the offensive side of the ball. So again, Nighthawks showing out a lot of talent there in game number 1.
Hey, again, 5-0. It is not too easy to make it through a Champs Southeast A division, like maintaining a 5-0. Atsoca coming through with the first one for the Wayne State Wildcats. This is exactly how we started game 1, though, so they're going to have to prove to us that this is a goal that truly, truly matters and not just going to be a flash in the pan for this game.
And you know what? I think it will, just because, they were kind of going on a little bit of a score drought, to end out in the previous matchup. But now they score first, they score early, and that should give some early momentum to their side. So, again, great start for the Wildcats. Let's see if the Nighthawks have what it takes to answer back.
Well, maintaining possession there for a little while was Wayne State. Now looking to bring this one out down bottom, bouncing ball over to the other side. There's nobody even clear to this one. Everybody just a mad dash forward as Fluke. Going to come off the side. That's all 3 members of the Nighthawks that kind of descend upon that ball. Fizzy now attempted clear down bottom. Now a hit over to the left side as the Wildcats member was just exiting that after picking up big boost. One real defender back. Reach 32 comes in for it. Pre-jump and all. That's off the top. Atsoca reads it perfectly.
And that they do. The Wildcats defense now holding strong, but can they hold as strong as Nighthawks did in game number 1? I mean, again, 5 saves to a single player. That is really impressive no matter which way you look at it. So let's see. Will the Wildcats begin to hold on to that non-penetrable wall in front of their net, or are they going to mount some more offense? As you can see, they are able to get some passes going, but that demo does open things up for the Nighthawks.
Well, passes have to be put into attempted shots if they're going to try and translate that fantastic assist play into points on the board. That has been a little bit harder for both of these teams so far in this. Wildcats after a 20-second goal or something like that into this. Now, see how this goes as Wildcats just trying to bring this one out. That's a little bit too high, but the follow-up just simply isn't there again for the Nighthawks. The coordination offense just is not as much there as it was in game number 1, Captain.
Yep, and I love the demolition derby that we are seeing in the alert feed there, as again both teams really getting in on the physical play, and yet none of which have led to a goal. So let's see if we can pick, take an aim with that aggression and put it on target.
And there have been offensive opportunities so far. They have also been squandered thus far by the Nighthawks varsity squad. Now, Ultor, actually a fantastic pass. It looks like they were just trying to put it up against the ground, but Ultor kind of waiting, biding their time a little bit. Demo deal comes in again for Magic. Now Matsugachi tries to get this one rolling down the side. This is a pass to teammate, but easily broken up from Magic. Hit back out of Matsugachi, going the wrong way, but Fluke is not up to it. Ultor reads this one perfectly, and now bringing it out for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, that they are. As you can see, a big touch off the backboard.
Whoa.
Does get saved, but the follow-up from Fizzy will not be denied as we get ourselves another tie ball game.
Man, absolutely love this. This is the Nighthawks varsity squad that we were talking about, coordinating on offensive efforts right here and putting the ball up not once, but not twice, but thrice. Literally every member having an honest shot at this goal. But Wayne State Wildcats defense stayed true for a little while, but no defense can go through with that many rapid-fire shots, really, man. It's just very, very hard to do.
And now Ultor tries to take that one up. Big demo on the follow-up from Magic, and now this could be a fast break going the other way. Fizzy able to clear it out, put it back towards the mid. They get an unfortunate missed touch, and the demos continue to come underway from both sides. Ultor trying to buy a little time for their team to recover, and they managed to do so successfully.
Buying time and purchasing space is the two things that Rocket League success are made out of. Right now, maintaining it has been Nighthawks a little bit better here, especially across like the middle of this pitch. Speaking of, nice takeaway there for Wayne State, but the follow-up not really there. Excuse me, the follow-up is there because you had two Nighthawks whiffs. Maybe this is really the story that is being woven in front of us.
Hey, the tactical whiff, otherwise known as faking, is 100% a meta mechanic. For all we know, those whiffs were tactical. Before they added the word faking to quick chat, we just called those tactical whiffs.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Down bottom, Ultor sent this one off to the corner here, now trying to play it again. We're 40 seconds away from an OT situation, as this is a first real clear for a while from the Nighthawks squad. Takes this up off the wall. Fluke showing off what they can do. Double tap attempted. No, it's Fizzy down bottom. Third player coming in, but misses. There for Nighthawks, gets it up. Fizzy, and it's a double pass right there, but the defense holds strong and reads it well.
And you see, it doesn't even necessarily matter too much that all of these plays, all of these attempts coming from the Nighthawks are being saved and cleared away. Yes, at the end of the day, it does matter according to the scoreline, but you can see them pulling these plays off successfully and consistently. And eventually, as we have stated, if you continue to have that type of presence, if you're able to find each other on these plays, one will find the back of the net. And now we are in golden goal opportunity. All they need is for one of those to find the back of the net.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've gotten, four overtime situations across 6 games so far. 2/3 of our games have been OT so far here on the NECC broadcast. Shot across. Wayne State just letting the Nighthawks know that they're still there.
Now we have to see who is going to set the standard for overtime. Who is going to declare themselves the OT team here in game number 2. As right now the Nighthawks are building a big offense, and it will be Ultor off of the pass from Fizzy to get this one to go. Fizzy will get accredited with the pass, and my goodness, rightfully so. What a cheeky read from off the backboard.
It's not frequent that the very first shot that's put up is going to go in, but the Nighthawks have been peppering this backboard, and just the machine gun rapid fire shots that have come into them is frequently too much for a player to be in position every single time for the Wildcats.
Oh my goodness, and what a mean flick coming from Ultor to try and start things off here for the Nighthawks, as now you can tell they have all the momentum on their side and they are showing it, but a big double commit could be costly, as that one was nearly on and in. Fluke just barely off the crossbar there on that last shot.
Ultor monitoring this one well as it rolls in past, trying to get something going off the corner here. Magic realizes that he's got his defender beat. Fizzy following this one up. A double commit on the corner right here from the Nighthawks. That's going to be the easiest takeaway of the Wildcats' careers.
And now going back the other way. Nearly 60 seconds gone. Still scoreless. Still plenty of time here in game number 3. Keep in mind that this is match point for Nighthawks varsity. If they take the win here, they will take this series 3-0 as the Wildcats now are able to put some pressure onto the Nighthawks as this one gets cleared towards the mid. Shot is on, but it does not go in.
Fizzy jumps way too high at this one. Gonna be glad that Old Tour is there. Now gets this out. Rage, though, that's decently on point to the corner. Not finding this one. Amatsugachi was waiting for this one, waiting in the wings, waiting to strike right there. And now after a couple of Nighthawks members missed, they're going to be happy that Magic barely gets a corner of their card onto that. Solid shot. Ulter brings it up, and everyone should get back in the offensive and defensive positions.
Yep, and they do so very quickly. Again, we're seeing that transition game from the Nighthawks, as you had even mentioned it earlier. You know, Alter had to jump back very, very quickly on one of those transitions, and already you can see they're starting to apply the offense. So it's that transition game from the Nighthawks, that speed, that pace of play that's really paying off dividends for them so far in this series. And, you know, big kudos to the Wildcats for being able to hold them back for as long as they have so far here in game number 3. Again, we're almost near halftime, and we are still scoreless, Tugboat.
Yeah, I mean, 5 total scores in the first one. That's approaching like pretty high scoring. 3 in the second. That's going to be, you know, pretty standard Rocket League game. We have none in this first half, albeit whole amount of trying. It's not for lack of trying. That's what they say. Speaking of Magic, see, we just have to talk about it. No, we just have to talk about it, Captain. We just have to talk about it, and then it'll happen. That's a caster's curse if you ask the Wayne State Wildcats.
Yeah, but if you ask the Nighthawks, that would be a caster's blessing, you know, because the caster's curse does exist. Trust me, my nickname is Captain Caster's Curse. So if there is a curse, then there too must be a blessing. 2 sides of the same coin. It all comes together. So Tugboat, thank you. On behalf of the Nighthawks, by the way, I'm sure they're thanking you for that beautiful caster's blessing.
There you go. You're saying I'm being too negative. I'm looking at the glass is half empty, not the glass is half full. For every goal, there is a winner and there is a loser. That's a good point. I'm looking philosophical at it here, Captain.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm here for. As we continue on here, and Nighthawks have the 1-goal lead in the latter half of game number 3. Big demo to open things up at the midfield, and a bump to take Magic out of the play. And now, here we go, an opportunity for the Wildcats as they look to get on the board, and Fizzy is there to clear this one out, and the follow-up touch goes right off the sidebar.
That was so close to a tying factor here for the Wildcats. 90 seconds to go, though. This would have felt so good, especially with nothing happening in the first 3 minutes or so of this game. Now they're going to have to get in the offense here soon, and then shortly after that, if they find nothing, they do not find this tying factor, they're going to have to open up the can and pour it all into offense. So do not be surprised if the Nighthawks take more scores if this remains at a 1-0 in the last 30 seconds of this game.
Well, here we go. Just over a minute remaining. The Nighthawks still holding on to the 1-goal lead. Plenty of time for both sides to try and find another goal. Of course, the Nighthawks looking to end things here and now as another shot will go on, but it doesn't go in. The Wildcats once again showing some defensive prowess, but they're running out of time. They have got to start getting the ball rolling on offense.
The double tap right there was almost enough, but all of this time spent on offense is going to equal out to be the same thing for the Wildcats, Captain. They only have 30 seconds or so. After this defensive clear, they have got to get back in the offense and make this thing sing, turn it into points. That doesn't happen. The insurance goal is approaches. Somebody call Geico.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the positioning coming from the Nighthawks is just perfect. Again, big pinch coming from Altor from all the way on the other side of the field, and then all eyes are on Altor because you're expecting them to try and make a big play, but they go for the quick dish out towards the sides, looking at Fizzy, and they're able to make the pass play conversion. And now with 22 seconds remaining, the Wildcats are able to get a goal to go off of the kickoff.
That is exactly what they needed to get themselves back into this game here, Captain Atsoca. Fluke coming in. Clutch timing, right when they needed it. A 1-score difference with basically the same situation they faced about 30 seconds ago.
Let's see if they can make the magic happen, even though Magic is playing the other team, as this one is going to get cleared all the way out and towards the corner. Few seconds remaining, and right now the Wildcats are in their own half. Here we go, last-ditch effort as that one heads towards the ground. The touch is there, and the ball will hit the dirt, and that will solidify the win for the Nighthawks in 3.
Yep, Nighthawks stayed 5-0 across this regular season here, folks. They take this first game. Yes, it was a 3-0. Yes, the second game.